clouds are heavy with a silver wave, touching the pavement where the dust lay still. A sudden change in the temperature will fade, cooling the fever of the windowsill. The sky is opening its gray suitcase, emptying out all the things we didn't say. Old umbrellas blooming like nylon fire under the streetlights in a parade of ghosts. We measure out the distance of the hours, watching the stains on the hitching post. The pavement drinks until the cracks are gone, while the dry earth puts its winter clothing on. Falling rain, washing the soot from the bridge, turning the dry grass into a velvet green. The rhythm of the water is steady and thick, cleaning the pages of the spaces in between. Let it descend like a curtain of glass, breaking the drought on the blaze of the grass. The river is rising to meet the storm, a conversation in a liquid tongue. No one is ever truly alone, where the anthem of the storm is being sung. The metal roof is a drum for the sky, answering questions with a soft reply. The girdles are singing a frantic tune, carrying the secrets of the garden soil. Under the shadow of a hidden moon, watching the surface of the puddles boil. Every drop is a pebble in a con, reaching for something in the great beyond. The air is heavy with the scent of pine. The world is dissolving in a vertical line. Gravity pulling the heavens down low, nowhere for the weary mind to go. Falling rain, washing the soot from the bridge, turning the dry grass into a velvet green. The rhythm of the water is steady and thick, cleaning the pages of the spaces in between. Let it descend like a curtain of glass, breaking the down on the blades of the grass.
Are frozen shut tonight.
The heavy shadow swallows every light. The mercy seat is empty on the hill. The air is bitter and the hounds are still. You come with silver coins and hollow prayers, but no one listens on those marble stairs. The tallyman is closing up his book, with nothing left for those who pause to look. The winter wind is sharpening its blade to cut the debts that never have been paid. The hourglass is leaking black and sand across this cold and unregarded land. Hey, yeah. No mercy for the one who lost the track. The road ahead is stained in velvet black. No mercy when the final bell is rung and all the songs of hope have been unsung. No mercy in the heart of this machine. Just a quiet where a spirit might have been. The clockwork city grinds against the bone. A king is sitting on a cardboard throne. The ledger shows a balance in the red. For every word that went and stayed unsaid. Don't look for kindness in the falling rain. It only washes down the gutter drain. The hungry ghosts are gathering in line to drink the dregs of sour stolen wine. The winter wind is sharpening its blade to cut the debts that never have been paid. The hourglass is leaking black and sand across this cold and unregarded land. No mercy for the ones who lost the track. The road ahead is stained in velvet black. No mercy when the final bell is rung and all the songs of hope have been unsung. No mercy in the heart of this machine. The white paint is peeling away in dry flakes, revealing the cedar and old garden stakes, where the cattle once gathered to rub their gray hides against the rough timber where summer resides. I am walking the perimeter of all I've known, counting the wire and the seeds that were sown. The rusted barbed wire's a string on a bow, tarred with the weight of the secrets we know. Between the high clover and the dirt of the track, there is a boundary that holds the world back. It separates the harvest from the tangled wild brush in the cool of the evening, and the meadowlark hush. Across the fence line, the shadows grow tall. The goldenrod leans on the edge of the fall. Whatever we planted and whatever we kept is guarded by posts while the harvester slept. Hand on the cedar and heart on the gate, walking the line between mercy and fate. Old man Miller had a hammer and a dream. He split every rail by the bending stream. Now the iron is orange and the staples are loose, and the vines are tightening a green color noose. But the maps in the drawer still honor the wood, standing right where the ancestors stood. The wind doesn't care for the titles or names. It blows through the gaps and it plays all its game. But we need a marker to say where we stand before the dark timber reclaims all the land. Across the fence line, the shadows grow tall. The goldenrod leans on the edge of her fall. Whatever we planted and whatever we kept is guarded by posts while the harvesters slept. And on the cedary high on the gate, walking's a line between mercy and fate. Dust settles on the windowsill where the morning light remains perfectly still. I watch the shadow of the maple tree tracing patterns on the floor close to me. The kettle hums its low and lonely sound while our heavy footprints press into the ground. The clock is ticking but the hands don't move. There is nothing left for us to try and prove. Just a steady pull of the tide coming in to wash away the places where we have been. Stay right here in the hollow of the hour while the storm loses its bit of power. No need for maps or a compass in the dark, just the glow of a single dying spark. Beside me you'll find a place to rest your head, leaving all the tangled words we never said. I walk the fence line where the wires fade, remembering the promises that we both made. The tall grass bends beneath the northern gale, and the memories of the road begin to pale. I see the reflection in the window pane of 1,000 miles washed out by the rain. The wood is burning in the iron stove, keeping count of every single treasure trove. Just the quiet weight of the winter air and the silver threads tangled in your hair. Stay right here in the hollow of the hour while the storm loses its bit of powers. No need for maps or a compass in the dark, just the glow of a single dying spark. Beside me you find a place to rest your head, leaving all the tangled words we never said. Compass in the dark, just the glow of a single dying spark. Beside me you'll find find a place to rest your head, leaving all the tangled words we never said. Stay right here in the hollow of the hour, while the storm loses its bit of power. No need for maps or a compass in the dark, just the glow of a single dying spark. Beside me you'll find a place to rest your head, leaving all the tangled words we never said.
Settles on a box of old tent tapes left behind where the roof board split thin. A rusted key sits heavy in a palm of dry soil, waiting for a door that the ivy pulled down. I found a leather strap from a broken timepiece, frozen at the hour when the creek went dry. Seasons until the letters fade. A copper coin tucked under the used floorboard to pay a debt that the wind already cleared. I see the outline of a garden through the briars where the roses turned to thorns a lifetime ago. Not a ghost, but a shadow of a morning long gone, waking up in a room with no walls and no rules. Stands like a jagged storm tooth, biting the edge of a violet evening sky. Every brick was laid with a certain kind of hope. Now crickets are the only ones left to sing it. A shallow hollow where the cellar used to be, collecting the rain and the silence of the pine. The rusted plow is sinking to the tall grass, a skeleton of steel losing its fight with the earth. The fence line wanders like a trail of loose teeth, unable to hold the wild world back anymore. I picked up a shard of a blue willow plate, a piece of a meal shared in a different light. The wind pulls a whistle through the night in the oak, testing the strength of a memory held tight. It is quiet enough to hear the roots stretching under the graves that no one visits on Sundays. The valleys swallowing the work of the hands, folding the stories back into the deep dark gloom. dust is rising from the edge of my heels, where the gravity bends and the iron feels cold. I am measuring the gap between the shadow and the sun, with a pocket full of stories that have never been told. The highway is a wire stretched across the dark, and the silence is a hammer hitting every spot. There is a balance in the way the crows watch the sky, sitting on a fence where the prayers go to die. I don't look to the left and I don't lean to the right, just a silhouette moving through the hollow of the night. The prophets are all sleeping in the ditches by the road, while I'm carrying the weight of a heavy silver load. Then 1 foot follows the other on a path of narrow ball, dancing on the border of the kingdom and the unknown. No safety in the middle and no mercy in the fall, just a steady motion, answer to a distant, lonesome call. Foot follows the other on a path of narrow bone, dancing on the border of the kingdom and the unknown. No safety in the middle and no mercy in the fall, just a steady motion, answer to a distant, lonesome call. The ghosts of the valley are calling out my name, trying to trade their sorrow for a piece of land. But I've got a compass that only points ahead, away from the comfort of a warm and velvet bed. The clouds are turning black like a bruised and heavy fist as I navigate the canyon through the amber-colored mist. The bridge behind me crumbled in the splinters and sand, leaving nothing but the grip of a steady, steady hand. It's a long way to travel for a glimpse of a truth beyond the bitter winters and the fear of my youth. The horizon is a needle and the world is a thread. I am weaving through the questions that the ancestors said. Steady now, the tightrope is swaying in the wind, counting every heartbeat where the light begins to dim. One foot follows the other on a path of narrow bone, dancing on the border of the kingdom and the unknown. No safety in the middle and no mercy in the fall, just a steady motion, answer to a distant, lonesome call. Swaying in the wind, counting every heartbeat where the light begins to dim. One foot follows the other on a path of narrow bone, dancing on the border of the kingdom and the unknown. No safety in the middle and no mercy in the fall, just a steady motion, answer to a distant, lonesome call. Morning settles like a coat of brass, pressing down on the uncut grass. A heavy yellow hanging in the heat, moving slow down a one-way street. The sky is bruised with a jaundiced light, counting the ghosts of a long cold night. The dust is settling on the windowsill, waiting for a wind that is standing still. rusted gate, thinking about the car going away, of every promise that turned to sand, slipped right through his calloused hand. The fields are pale and they crave the rain, but the clouds are thick with a golden stain. It's the color of a clock that's lost its chime, telling the truth for the very last time. Oh, it's a heavy yellow on the rising tide, nowhere left for a man to hide, dragging the shadows across the floor, knocking like a beggar at the kitchen door. Not quite fire and it's not quite gold, just a weary story that's been overrode. Weight of the sun on a broken wing, burden of the songs we forgot to sing. Sleeping in the amber shade, ignoring the debt that was never paid. The river is a ribbon of stagnant wax, bending under all the unspoken facts. I saw you standing where the highway ends, where the light dissolves and the iron bends, with a heavy yellow drape around your frame, like a memory that can't recall its name. Oh, it's a heavy yellow on the rising tide, nowhere left for a man to hide, dragging the shadows across the floor, knocking like a beggar at the kitchen door. Not quite fire, it's not quite gold, just a weirdy story that's been overrode. Weight of the sun on a broken wing, burden of the songs we forgot to sing.